said I am against the courts and will fight and fight again to retain the services in Mansfield and in my division. And that's what today's all about. Today's all about fighting back against these pernicious courts. And let me tell you this is the second wave of the court. The first wave came last year. There was 30 million cut from the county council. There was no cut from central government then. That was the county council's doing. 30 million last year. 87 million this year. And the same again next year. So unless you sit up and take notice, that's what's going to happen in Mansfield. So let me tell you this. It's not just even the county council cuts. It's the police cuts. 25% in the police. That will mean in Nottinghamshire 300 officers left on the beat. You know, what chance is that? And let me tell you about the voluntary sector. 66% cut this year in the voluntary sector. This means people, vulnerable people, will not get a service. People who belong to Camden's big society, the very tools in which they want to make sure that the big society for them will be cut away from them. That will mean £1.8 million worth of cuts, even to the voluntary sector. These cuts are disastrous for Mansfield. Let me tell you this as well. I am the shadow portfolio holder for adult and social care. And do you know, the biggest cut in the county council's expenditure is in adult and social care. They will have £66 million worth of cuts. So don't tell me these cuts are on elderly and vulnerable people, because I know they are. And that's why we've got to fight back and make sure we make our voice heard at the county council meeting on the 24th. That's why I hope that more people will come on that day and show their displeasure about the cuts that are being inflicted on people now. It's true, they will actually close fire stations. They will close police stations. Libraries are already being cut back in terms of their hours. And if we want to do anything, what we must do is stand up and fight. Because if we don't fight, they will get away with it. So what have we seen this weekend? I'll tell you what we've seen in this weekend. In Egypt, in Freedom Square, people have said, we aren't going to be dictated to. And I'll tell you something, we want to turn this marketplace into our own Freedom Square and say no to the courts, and no to vulnerable people being made to pay for the bankers' mistakes. Thank you very much.